Hello and welcome to episode, who knows, of the Bad Psychics podcast. Today we are going to be predicting the 2026 Brit Awards. Eloise is already giggling, and so that bodes well for the chaos of whatever is about to happen. As always, I'm joined by a pair of today giggling idiots. Uh, First off, I predict that I'm not going to say something mean because I'm just glad that he's back on the podcast. Dizzy, welcome back.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Good.
I'm currently concerned that Chloe's going to rugby tackle the PC, but other than that, I'm fine.
I mean, it'll be an excellent visual. I don't object to it at all. And alongside Dizzy, I predict that even I felt mean just roasting her if I wasn't going to do it to Dizzy. So, just look at the Grammys episode because the intro kind of works for this one too. It's Eloise. How are you, Eloise?
I forgot the roast from the Grammys one, so I don't feel offended enough.
Fair. You were offended at the time, but you know,
Yeah,
it, it,
I
it
probably was.
it's basically the same joke I've been making about you every time recently until you
Yeah.
start winning again.
Oh yes, I'm bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I kind of found it funny how doing your introduction, the hello at the start, it just kind of just
Yeah, that was quite
was
funny.
non-existent. It just cut out, and it's
It
really
sounded like
funny.
you'd like completely lost your voice mid hello. To be
Oh,
honest.
okay.
Hello.
Okay. So what we're saying is that I might have done it so loud I broke my mic. Or
Yeah.
okay, good. Fine. Well, that'll be interesting to edit. Maybe I'll just do various takes of myself on audio doing it and just put one in as some kind of lip sync.
Oh yeah, okay, no, do that. All right,
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that though. just do it. Just completely. Hello.
Yes. Yeah, that could work. That could work.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I mean, Dizzy, the Brit Awards. Is this something you're really excited for?
I mean, I'll look at like who wins and like I'll take a vague interest,
Okay.
but like excited for is a bit strong.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, Eloise, last time you listened to every single song involved. Have you done it again for this one? And if it was like an artist category, how did you go about learning about them?
There was less songs because they're more artist categories this time.
Uh-huh.
But I've listened to all the songs. Artist wise, I just went off either the ones I knew or I listened to a couple of the ones I expected to do well because I didn't listen to them all because some of them are just there to fill five in a category. But I've listened to a good amount of songs. I've put a good amount of effort. So yes, I indeed want to finally win again.
Okay. Perfect. Uh, I mean, oh, I've accidentally made your cameras disappear.
Ooh,
Right, you're back. That's fine.
ooh, okay.
Let's switch to our spreadsheet in a whole, and start going through what we expect to happen. Okay. So first off, very first category, we are going to look at best international group. So there's 5 nominees for international group of the year. They are Geese, Haim, Tame Impala, Huntrix, and Turnstile. So let's see what we've all gone for. Okay.
Yeah.
All of us going for Huntrix. I mean, I don't. I don't know that either of you are our K-pop expert, but I'll try Dizzy. Maybe K-pop comes under the remit of some of the stuff you listen to. Are you expecting this to be an easy win?
I mean, I hadn't watched the K-pop,
Demon
Demon
Hunters.
Hunters,
Demon
Yeah.
yeah.
Hunters, yeah.
I hadn't watched it, but just unknowingly I'd heard their song, three of their songs throughout the year, just in passing.
Okay.
So that in itself tells me clearly they've been quite big this year without me even needing to look for them. Uh, I don't. I wouldn't say I necessarily mind K-pop, but it needs to be a bit tamer than some of the stronger K-pop. Then it's okay. Um, but yes, I know there's a couple others in there that are like especially Haim that are like have have had previous success, but I feel like just judging by 2025, I'd be surprised if it wasn't them, judging by how big a mix of the show and how their songs have gone.
Yeah, it does. It does feel like the K-pop Demon Hunters songs have become very ubiquitous. Even I've heard, I think, two of them. Um, right, let's move on then to Best International Song. So those are Alex Warren, Ordinary. I'll try not to go on a 5 minute rant about that song again. Pink Pony Club, Chapel Roan, No, Broke Boys, Disco Lines and Tinashe, Sailor Song, Gigi Perez, That's So True, Gracie Abrams, Golden, Huntrix, Die With a Smile, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, Love Me Not, Raven Lene, Apata, Rose, and Bruno Mars, Manchild, Sabrina Carpenter, Undressed Somber, and The Fate of Ophelia by Taylor Swift. And
Chloe.
we have all gone for As Dizzy Rang Was a Cat. Uh, okay, interesting. This time we've gone three different answers. So, I mean, I'll start. I went golden. I feel like I don't know the Brits well enough to know whether they're the sort of award ceremony that tries to spread the awards out a bit, or if they do just go, this is it. And so I'm kind of covering myself because I think, like, Huntrix will win one of these two, maybe both, but I definitely feel like they'll win one of these two, and so I'm kind of hedging my bets a little bit on which one it is. Um, Dizzy, you have gone for the song that I spent a large chunk of the Grammys episode ranting about. Why have you gone for it?
Because because of that reason, mainly to annoy you.
Good.
Well, to be fair, I like kind of looked at the list. And my biggest problem with this category is like I can see like maybe four songs in there where it doesn't even feel like they were 2025 for starters, and uh, like there's a couple in there like I considered the Lady Gaga song and I considered Apita and I considered Sabrina Carpenter, and it was one where I was kind of like I could see like four. I was thinking of four different songs could win this one, and it's just a tough one to predict.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's a reasonable shout to go for a song that spent as long as number one as it did. Um, Equally, British public who let it go there. You're idiots. I don't care if you click off the channel after this. You're idiots. Stop listening to it. It's a dreadful song. Um, Eloise, you have gone for Die With a Smile. Why?
It's a good song. Yeah, I went for them all, and that one just feels like, well, it's the best out of them, and it's just, I'd be annoyed if it doesn't win, and it feels like it's just been everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That if it doesn't win, I'd be surprised. So I've got a few things here.
Okay.
You are spot on about some of the songs not being from 2025 because only 5 of these are from 2025.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Pink Pony Club's from 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be annoyed if it. I mean, Pink Pony Club, a banger and all that, but it
Yeah.
didn't win this year. Like,
Oh.
Um,
Maybe it's a new version. Pink Pony redub.
no. Um, and it's just it's weird comparing this to doing the Grammys because this is a weird selections of songs and it's just so TikTok coded and it really annoys me.
it's just comparing the UK
Yeah,
to the US.
it's just
It's
all these
interesting.
songs. Most of them weren't on the Grammys and they're just all TikTok songs.
Well,
Um,
I guess part of the issue is that in the Grammys they were just looking at the songs of the year, and it didn't really matter where they came from. With this, you've
yeah,
got the British ones and the international ones, so both are going to be padded out with stuff that
yeah.
wasn't good enough.
I just meant like the international ones which are mainly American. You'd expect more. I don't know,
But then I
relevance. But it's
suppose
just,
at the same time they're also thinking, oh, international. They can't just go and stick
yeah.
on 8 songs that are from American artists. It makes complete sense that they've got, a K-pop star and uh,
I mean, most of these are American.
that is
It's
uh, is the
I mean,
mm,
yeah,
mm,
I think Gigi Perez's background is Cuban,
yeah,
but I think everybody.
but
Uh,
no. Um, my other point is this would be hard to predict 'cause it's public vote.
oh,
This and song
interesting.
and the British Song of the Year is done by the public. The rest are done by the Academy.
Okay.
So this is done by the public, which is hard to predict. That's why I picked one that was around everywhere with Die with a
honestly,
Smile.
part of me now he did not. Part of me thinks it might be Taylor Swift, but
Yeah,
I,
that too. That I expected someone to put the Fate of Ophelia, but yeah,
well, but it's awful.
yeah,
it's
but
not
Taylor
great.
Swift fans is the
Um,
thing.
I feel like even
okay,
Taylor Swift fans know that this
Yeah,
was a
but
shit
it's
album,
been
though.
yeah, but like despite that, it's been in the top 10 for a very long time now, and
Mm,
it's not been moving. Like
um,
they're still listening to it.
yeah.
I've got a quick game that we can play, which is
Oh,
just name the song out of these that has the most views on YouTube.
okay.
Uh,
Out of all the nominations.
Out of all the ones in this category, so best
Okay,
international song.
fine. Oh, I mean, I could believe it's golden because of the K-pop thing. God, I hope it's not ordinary. Um,
Well, Golden has 1.1 billion, but it's third.
Third. Okay,
Ordinary's fourth with 283 million.
okay. I mean,
What's fourth? Ordinary. Oh,
yeah.
Ordinary's fourth.
I'd say Fate of Ophelia's probably going to be top two.
Less than Ordinary
Less
by
than
like 10 million.
ordinary. Okay, interesting.
Manchild.
Even lower.
Wow.
124.
So, I mean,
Apata.
Apata?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2.3 billion. Diver
Okay.
Smile is 1.5 billion.
Interesting. So, Bruno Mars is crushing
It's the
it with
K-pop
views.
it's the K-pop background.
Yeah. I should have.
Yeah.
I said golden, but I should have looked at K-pop and
Yeah,
Bruno Mars. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Fair enough.
indeed.
All right. Well, we'll soon find out if the voting public are as stupid as I'm saying they are. Uh, let's let's move on to best international artist. The nominees are Bad Bunny, Chapel Rowan, CMAT, Doechii, Lady Gaga, Rosalia, Sabrina Carpenter, Somber, Taylor Swift, Tyler the Creator. Let's see what everybody's gone for. Interesting. Dizzy with the Chapel Roan, Eloise with the Taylor Swift. I've gone Rosalia. Right. This could be really, really, really stupid logic, okay? However, I think it was last year that they gave Sabrina Carpenter a songwriter award as like a way of enticing her to like perform at the Brit Awards. I looked at who is performing this year, and Rosalia is the only one from this list performing. And so I'm wondering, have they gone, "Psst, you're going to win the international artist. Please come and sing at the Brits." And so that's my logic. It could be really stupid logic, but it was the best I had. Dizzy, Chapel Roan.
Yeah, I've got to admit this was a category I struggled with. I struggled to pick someone. Like there was the obvious Taylor Swift, or like I've always ended up with Chapel Rowan, but I'm like kind of hesitant with that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I considered Sabrina Carpenter, but I kind of hesitated there as well. I didn't think Lady Gaga would win this one. I mean, it's realistic, but I didn't think she would. And then the others, I'm kind of like, I don't really know enough about the rest of them necessarily to be able to put them down.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I did struggle with this one a little bit. This one wasn't my category, I'll be honest. And if I'm right, it's a bit of a it's a it's a bit of luck, really, to be honest.
Fair enough. I mean, Eloise, you've gone Taylor Swift. Uh, just expecting it to be a popularity contest generally.
Well, I'm playing it very safe. First off, playing it very safe because I feel like a lot of the people there, like a Chapel Roan, like a Sabrina, um, even I mean, this doesn't apply to Gaga, but those two have had weaker years compared to last year.
Mm-hmm.
We said this in the Grammys. They've had weaker years, and just the year in general has been weaker. But song wise, but Gaga, I don't know what it is. I just don't feel like it'd be Gaga, which bothers me because obviously she's done great songs. So in my head, it's either Taylor, which I went with because I feel like our Brits would be a bit more basic bitch than the Grammys. And I feel like the other option's Bad Bunny, but
Okay.
I wasn't sure if Bad Bunny would win, just because I wasn't sure what um, the Brit Academy are like. The winner has been a woman every time they've done this award, so I just used that logic and I went with Taylor. But if it's Bad Bunny, I'll be annoyed because I very much feel like he's probably had the best year out of all of those. But yeah, I played it very safe there.
Okay. Fair enough. Uh, so now we start coming into like the British awards. We start off with the British Breakthrough Artist. 5 nominees are Barry Can't Swim, SD Kid, Jim Legacy, Lola Young, and Sky Newman. Something set Eloise off again.
Just a stupid name to have as an artist. Barry can't swim.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
you got to get some get an inflatable tube for him if he can't swim.
yeah,
Armbands.
floaties. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see who we've all gone for. Interesting. Eloise and I basically seemed to agree on about 75% of the categories when we did the Grammys. This is the second one we've agreed on here. I'll let you speak on Lola Young.
This just feels really easy for Lola Young, and yeah, it's because I mean, spoiler alerts, we might be seeing Lola Young at some point later. So, um, yeah, because obviously she won a Grammy. Big shock of that Grammy she won over like, I mean, we were expecting it to be Sabrina Sweep, and she didn't win anything, and Lola Young won something uh over her. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm pretty sure this will be Lola Young.
Okay. Uh, Dizzy, you went for Sky Newman. Uh, why Sky?
Um, I mean, I'll also say spoiler alert that Lola Young is going to feature a little bit later, but I don't know. My logic is that I would argue 2025 isn't necessarily Lola Young's breakthrough. It would be Sky Newman's breakthrough, though.
Hmm.
Okay.
So that's my kind of thought process on that, because I think if Lola Young was not to win this award, it would surely be Sky Newman.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's kind of my argument on it, where I think I'm not entirely sure I'm convinced I would call last year her breakthrough. It was really 2024. So, but that's mainly my argument against her winning this award, because I think she's going to win something else.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's move on to I think all of our favourite category. I think you'll get definite expertise from all of us here. It's the best hip hop slash grime slash rap act. The nominees are Central C, Dave, Jim Legacy, Little Sims, and Loyal Kana. And let's see what everybody's gone for. Uh, okay, we've got two Daves and a Central C. I mean, I'll say from my perspective, my logic is kind of that Dave is the only one of these to be like in the running for album of the year, and so that makes me think that if he's in like if it's good enough to be possibly album of the year against everything, surely it has to win this. That we proved with the Grammys. That logic doesn't always work, but damn it, I'm sticking with it. Dizzy, anything to add?
No, I'm kind of the same logic, to be quite honest,
Okay.
because I'd be a little bit confused by it being someone else if they weren't as successful. But, you know.
That's fair. That's fair. Eloise, you've gone for Central C. Any particular reason?
So Central C has been nominated for all five of this categories. The times the categories happened before, so he's been nominated every time and hasn't won.
Okay.
Dave won in 22, I think.
Okay.
Central C feels like he's more known nowadays. Like he's slowly more known, and he's one of the ones that I was fully aware of going into this. Whereas I feel like half of them I hadn't heard of, but I was obviously aware of Dave and Central C. Last year, Stormzy won it, um, and he said that Central C should have won it. So I just kind of went a little bit more risky, but also I feel like it's a good gamble because I feel like it could happen. So he seems to be on the up and doing well and being known over here. So yeah, I reckon it's a shot, and it'd be good to get points over you two.
Fair enough. Next we come to Best Alternative slash Rock Act. We've got Blood Orange, Lola Young, Sam Fender, Wet Leg, and Wolf Alice.
Hmm.
Uh, who's everyone gone for? Okay.
Hmm.
Again, Dizzy and I agreeing. Eloise, you've gone Lola Young and are stroking your chin. So, what are you thinking?
Why is Lola Young there?
Okay, good. I'm yes.
Like, why is Lola Young in that category?
Yeah.
She's gonna win it because I feel like she's gonna be a lot more relevant than the others that are in it. I don't feel like Sam Fender's done anything massive of note. I probably am wrong.
I
Who?
I think you're gonna offend a lot of people with that.
Sure, I like Sam Fender a lot, but I stand by that. Wolf Alice are nominated for a lot of things as well as Wet Leg, but Lola Young, I think it's just a way to get more awards for Lola.
I mean, fair enough, but yeah, no, it like Sam Fender's album this year was a number one album. It's one of the few
Fair.
I haven't listened to it, but it's one of the few albums that you always know when an album's big when the BBC starts running news articles about it, and this album was definitely causing a fuss. Looking at it, it became the fastest selling vinyl album by a British act in the 21st century.
Okay.
So, I mean, I concur that it could be Lola Young because why is she there?
Yeah, exactly. Why?
But I'm like, to me, on the basis of the years they've had, it should be Sam Fender based on the category.
I stand corrected.
Yes. Also, biggest opening week for a British solo artist since Harry Styles' last album. So similar vein to Harry Styles generally suggests big hype. Dizzy, you've also gone for Sam Fender, and any additional feelings on that?
No, I think you both covered it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Then in that case, we'll move on to best dance act. I mean, this is another one where I don't have a Scooby. I feel like Dizzy might need to help us with this one, but I don't know if it's the right kind of dance for him. The nominees are Calvin Harris and Clementine Douglas, FKA Twigs, Fred Against Skepta and Blackboy Max, Pink Pantheress, and Sammy Virgie. Sorry if I'm not saying that right. Let's see what we've gone for. Oh, okay, right. Well, all of us in agreement. I mean, Dizzy, I keep going to you when there's not, when other people have said what you'd have said. So I'll come to you first. Why is Pink Pantheress gonna win best dance act?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I kind of looked at the category and I thought, I mean, Calvin Harris is obviously the biggest name there, but I also don't think he's going to win it because he's the biggest name there, if you get what I mean by that.
Yeah.
So I went for probably the person that's had the best year there. And also, I will admit, my choice also did get swayed that I seen on Twitter a clip of her on the weakest link, and it did amuse me.
Yes.
So
Okay.
that also kind of solidified my vote, which obviously has nothing to do with the category, but it just made me decide on.
What was the? Yeah, I was about to judge you, and then I remembered something I've done coming up, and I was like, no, I have to be fair. Eloise, anything to add on Pink Pantheress?
You just reminded me. Pink Pantheress. I heard it like a week ago. She got her nickname apparently. She got her name because she liked the sound of the word pantheress after she heard it on The Chase. She's a big game shows fan, and that's probably why she's on the weakest link.
Okay.
So yes, that was a fun little fact.
I mean,
TikTok song.
we need to get her on Pointless, right, Z?
No. No.
Countdown.
Sure, get Pink Pantheress on countdown.
Celebrity countdown.
Hashtag get Pantheress a teapot. I think we should officially start that from the
That
account.
should be the title. Hashtag get Pantheress a teapot. That's your title.
Eloise is pulling faces at that. Eloise is not a believer in teapots.
Apparently not.
Right, let's move on to best R&B act. The nominees are Jim Legacy, K1, Mabel, Sasha Keeble, and Salt. And we've gone for 3 different answers. Excellent. Okay. I'm going to start and get this out the way very quickly. I haven't heard of any of the people in this category. It's not really my sort of music, so I didn't research it. However, one of our regular viewers, one of their dogs is called Mabel, so I thought in honor of her, I'd go for Mabel. That's the extent of my logic here. Dizzy, why have you gone for Jim Legacy?
I similarly struggled. I do know who I well, I don't know Mabel the dog. I know Mabel the artist. Um, but partly, I don't know. Maybe I'm incorrect, but part of me thinks that like Mabel the artist, to clarify, um, had her success like what feels like 3 years ago, and I'm a little bit like I'm not entirely sure if she did anything the last 12 months. So then I kind of looked at the others, and of what I could gather, Jim Legacy seemed to be the most relevant in the charts of what I could gather. But maybe I was wrong. I'm not sure, but I mean, it's not really a category I'm strong with. I just kind of thought I need to go for someone. You know, it was one of them.
Fair enough. Uh, Eloise, also a big R&B fan. Why have you gone for K1?
I think I put the most thought into this one just because I don't know many of the artists I knew. I knew one of them, and that was Mabel, because she had multiple hits like 8 years ago.
Was it 8 years ago?
Yeah, it
Okay.
was. I
All
looked
right,
on
okay, it
YouTube
was
and they were from
longer
8 years ago. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah, it's definitely not that recent, but they were very good songs. But her recent stuff. I mean, I was mainly going like a barometer of like YouTube, seeing like how popular they were in like a YouTube sense, and um, I don't know how to. Is it KWN or K1? I don't
K1.
know. Um, her music seems to have a lot of like 27 million, 11 million, like 9 million, like yeah, it's very very well viewed, very gay music, very gay, very lesbian.
Okay.
And apparently it's very people like it a lot. So I just went on a just a hope that that's popular. I don't know, but yes, she seemed more relevant than a Mabel is now.
Fair enough. I mean, I will say that if you hover over K1, it says she is best known for her 2024 single. So I do wonder whether, you know.
Yep, but the remix of that was in 2025, which had Kalani, who's their
Ah,
partner, and is the version that's probably more popular. That's the 27 million, I think. And then the
okay.
the other one has a good amount of views too, um, on YouTube. So I think both those songs did quite well. So
Fair enough. Uh, let's move on to Best Pop Act. Nominees are Jade, Lily Allen, Lola Young, Olivia Dean, and Ray. Let's see what we've all gone for. Okay, that's simple enough. I mean, on my end, my logic was just it would look really weird for Olivia Dean to have done pretty well at the Grammys and then do less well at the Brits. That's the entirety of my logic. Dizzy, any, what's your Olivia Dean logic?
Well, she had a huge year, and I don't know. It's obviously quite a strong category. Like, I suppose you could make an argument for all five of them, really, but I think I think this is her category. If you get what I mean by that, if there's
Hmm.
any category she would win, it would be this one.
Okay, fair. Eloise, anything to add?
Not anything apart from the fact that I feel this is a rough category, and the winner of this has a good chance of winning the whole thing. But it also sucks that like artists like Jade and Ray won't probably won't win this, though they're fully deserving and maybe more so in my opinion.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
especially Ray, I feel like Ray's had a really good year.
yeah, I
So
was torn between head and heart, so I've mixed my heads and my hearts in this sheet. This one's a head one. So I agree. I will just quickly before we move on. Eloise, you've not mentioned betting odds once in this episode. Have you
nope.
like divorced yourself from betting odds predictions?
I've had to use my brain because there's not really any betting odds. There might be betting odds like the week of, but because we're doing this early, there's really no betting odds apart from a couple, apart from the big three.
Mm.
So I've really had to like actually like kind of trust my judgment, which could go horribly wrong and it could actually work. But yes, no betting odds so far.
Fair enough. Right. At this point, the final four, these will be worth double points if we get them. So that's British Group, British Artist of the Year, Song of the Year, and British Album of the Year. We'll start with British Group. The nominees are The Last Dinner Party, Pulp, Sleep Token, Wet Leg, and Wolf Alice. Let's see what everybody's gone for. Three different answers again. Interesting. I mean, I'll start on Pulp. I feel like Pulp had a pretty big 2025 kind of first album in a long time. Secret Glastonbury set. The album went to number one. And I feel like there's usually at least one award that from my experience watching the Brits donkeys years ago, it always felt like they try and find a way to show a bit of love to like an older artist. And so I was looking for where I thought that could fit in. And I think for me, Pulp is like the best chance of that. I'm very not convinced, but like I think you two went for the alternatives. I think so. I'm kind of glad that we've spread our answers out. Dizzy, you've gone for Wolf Alice. Why?
I was torn between Wolf Alice and Pulp, I'll admit. All of what you said about Pulp is kind of what I was thinking. But I went for Wolf Alice because I thought. I did struggle to pick, but equally their album also went to number one this year. Well, last year. And it, it was a difficult one, and I was kind of put off a little bit when I'd seen they'd won it already in 2022. But I don't know. It was between them and Pulp, and I just went for because I had a feeling that you were going to go for Pulp.
Fair.
I just had a feeling, so I thought I'd go for the other one.
Makes sense. And then Aloise, you've gone for Wet Leg.
Yeah, this is definitely one that I hope doesn't happen because I don't like wet leg. But they just they just kind of are everywhere. Especially, see, I think I'm gonna go like wet leg feels right. You know, they've done a lot. They did a lot this year. Nominated for multiple Grammys. The issue is I feel like they almost are more liked in America than over here.
Mm-hmm.
which makes you think, would they win again? Because they won the year after Wolf Alice won, so 2023. So did they have as big of a year as 2023? I don't know, but this was really hard because yeah, for me it was Wet Leg or Wolf Alice. Um, and I wasn't going to be biased and put and put Sleep Token, but yeah, wet. I think I'm wrong here, but yeah, Wet Leg felt like it could be. I don't know.
Fair enough. We move on to British Artist of the Year. 10 nominees here. They are Dave, Fred again, Jade, Lily Allen, Little Sims, Lola Young, Olivia Dean, Pink Pantheress, Sam Fender, and Self Esteem. And we've gone for. Yeah, okay. Trio of Olivia Deans. I mean, I feel like the three of us have already pretty much said everything we need to say about Olivia Dean. So as we're all matching, let's just
Yeah,
move it along.
I mean,
Oh,
my logic. I'm literally just gonna say my logic here is just I wanted to go Olivia Dean twice because I have a feeling that Lola Young could get one of these, but I went with her twice just to be safe. So I got her at least once because I think at least one of them would be Olivia Dean. So I
okay.
just wanted to be safe.
I
That's the
mean,
logic.
if you had specific logic there, I'll check with Dizzy. Dizzy, any specific logic other than what we've said?
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I suppose it's similar, and I feel like Olivia Dean would win the best pop act, but this one's a bit more of a toss up, and it could be Lola Young. But then you could also argue it could be Sam Fender. It could be a surprise. It's not even a surprise, really, but like it could be someone there that you're not instantly thinking, oh, it's Olivia. It's going to be Olivia Dean. It's going to be Lola Young. It could be Jade, uh, which would be a surprise. I
Yeah.
think. I don't think a lot of people would expect it's. But I think it's just kind of hedging your bets.
Fair. Yeah, makes sense. Um, then we come to British Album of the Year. So there are 5 nominees. There's Dave's The Boy Who Played the Harp. There's Lily Allen's West End Girl. Olivia Dean's The Art of Loving. Sam Fender's People Watching. And Wolf Alice's The Clearing. See what we've gone for. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Okay. So you've both gone for Olivia Dean again. I mean, I'll say for me, for the reasons that I read out when Sam Fender came up before, um, I think as an album, People Watching is the album I've seen discussed most this year. I feel like a lot of the time when I've heard people talking about Olivia Dean, they're talking about tracks. They're not talking about the album. So my logic is I'm going for the album that I've heard the most hype about this year. Equally, that could be because you know, if I'm paying attention to music, it's going to be more in the Sam Fender mold than the Olivia Dean mold most of the time. Um, But yeah, Dizzy, you, however, have gone for the art of loving. Anything on regarding Olivia Dean that hasn't been covered by the other times she's come up?
No,
Okay,
no, I've covered everything now.
Eloise, anything for you?
No, I'm just trying to just make sure I play it safe. Really, album categories are really hard for me because I don't listen to enough albums. I don't pay attention to how they do, so I tend to just focus on artists, which kind of does limit, chance of me getting it right. But I just feel like she's gonna get a bunch this year.
Okay. And then finally, in terms of the categories, we come on to Song of the Year. there are 12 nominations, so take a deep breath. They are Blessings by Calvin Harris and Clementine Douglas, The Days Notion Remix by Crystal and Notion, Defying Gravity by Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, Azazam by Ed Sheeran, Victory Lap by Fred Again Skepta and Plagueboy Max, Survive by Lewis Capaldi, Messy by Lola Young, Nice to Meet You by Miles Smith, Man I Need by Olivia Dean, Where Is My Husband by Ray, Rain Me In, Sam Fender and Olivia Dean, and Family Matters by Sky Newman. And we have gone for... Interesting. I am once again alone on an island. I will say this one... I'll be honest, I still wouldn't have gone for Messi, even if I'd been going with my head. But this is very much a heart pick. Whereas My Husband is an incredible song, comfortably, in my opinion, the best out of those listed. I did consider just sticking with the Olivia Dean route. I also considered doing the Sam Fender and Olivia Dean track, because that would be a way for them to award both of them at the same time. And I thought maybe it's like, well, they've both had great years, so let's just. But I think did you also say that this was one of the public voted categories,
Yep.
Eloise?
Public voted.
So I don't know which way it's gonna go. I'm. Maybe I'll just like vote 93 times for Where's My Husband? But we'll see. Eloise, you've gone with Messi. Interesting that with all your other Olivia Dean answers, you're now going for Lola Young. Any particular reason, approach, logic?
It might be hedging the bets. I don't know. This felt like it should win. Like if it's in the field of just songs alone, because Olivia Dean had multiple songs that went big, whereas Lola Young just had this. But this song alone, I feel like will be bigger, as well as considering I reckon the public will probably go with it over. Is it Man I Need? It's gonna be a three horse race. With Where's My Husband? I agree with that. The betting odds are completely just like even on Man I Need and Messi, and then slightly behind, but not by much, is Where's My Husband. No one knows what's gonna win this, so it's
Where's Rain
it's
Me In?
a little bit off. I don't think that's got a chance.
Okay, interesting.
I don't think it's anywhere near of a song. I listened to it and I didn't enjoy it, so unfortunately. But yeah, it's a good selection. There's a good variety, but yeah, I think I'm just think it's messy. Which song has the most views?
Oof. Okay, let me.
Defying Gravity.
No,
No.
39 mil.
Uh,
It's middling.
maybe
That's
maybe Lewis Capaldi.
no, they only had like 16 million.
Oh, interesting. I'm trying to think what. It's not like there's a K-pop feature or a like. I'm trying to think. Uh, may. I suppose I can maybe
41 million. Fourth.
see a logic for it being Victory Lap. Like that could be top or bottom.
Second bottom, 9 million.
Okay, my logic was that no,
Your logic was wrong.
well, yes, but my logic was Plackboy Max is a streamer, and so I thought maybe there was like a possibility that that's how it blew up rather than musically. I don't know which one does have the most views.
Messi, 139 million.
Okay,
And
interesting.
then, whereas My Husband, 72 million. Man I Need, 51 million.
Okay, which like when comparatively did they come out? Like, is there a time factor?
Obviously, Messi's the oldest.
Yes.
And then I think the youngest out of those three is the Ray song.
Okay, fine.
But Messi's comfortably the most viewed on YouTube.
Okay, be interesting to see if how they'd compare when they reach the same age, but we'll see. Um, Dizzy, anything on Messi for you?
Yeah, I kind of agreed because it felt like Olivia Dean's had several songs, but this one's very much Lola Young's song.
Hmm.
Like it's that's the one.
Mm-hmm.
So it would make sense of any category that Lola Young could win. It would be the song of the, even though I mean even though it's 2023, but you know we move on from that. But yeah, that's kind of my logic on it.
Okay. Right. Let's move on to our categories then. We've got biggest winner and biggest flop. We'll start with biggest winner. So this is simply who's going to win the most awards overall at this year's Brits. I feel like, yeah,
Hmm.
okay. I mean, I like obviously Olivia Dean and Lola Young both have 5 nominations. That's the most of anybody. So I did think somebody might go with Lola Young, but I mean I'm looking at uh like I think pretty much all of us think she's gonna win at least 3. So wouldn't surprise me if there's more still. So I mean we can move on from that. Let's go instead to biggest flop. So biggest flop is who will not win a single award but has the most
Oh my god.
nominations. Um, so it's you can there could be a tie here. Like it could be that it's somebody with multiple people with 2 nominations. I'll accept any that's correct, providing they have the same number of nominations as somebody else. Let's see who everybody's gone for. Interesting. Okay, Dizzy and I both going for Lily Allen. Lily Allen has 3 nominations. Dizzy, I'll let you talk through why you think Lily Allen.
Right, she's nominated for three.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just double checking. Yeah, 3 awards. And it's the album of the year. I don't think she stands a chance there.
Mm-hmm.
British Artist of the Year, I'd be very, very surprised. And Pop Act of the Year, maybe that's the one she'd stand the most chance in, but even then, it's a very strong category that I don't think she'd win. So I think she's going to go 0 for 3. So if anyone loses in more categories than her, they've been unlucky.
Uh, uh,
Because, you know, alone being nominated for 3 is. It's. I think the problem is she's nominated for 3 bits and 3 big ones where there's been artists that have been bigger.
yeah, I think that's fair. I think for me, I know Lily Allen's not that old, but I did consider applying the pulp logic to her in one of the categories because she has been out of music for a while. It's like a big return, similar narrative to pulp, even though like very different histories. So I think there's a chance she wins one, but like I felt she had the worst chance. The other one I considered personally from the threes was Fred again because I didn't know enough and was thinking that from where people are have like multiple and which categories they're in, it looks competitive. Eloise, you've gone uh one up from us. You've gone for somebody with 4 nominations to not take any. Uh, Sam Fender.
I sure have. So I don't think he's gonna win Best Alternative Rock Act because Lola Young's there. Now that's obviously quite a risk. I don't think he's gonna win Artist of the Year. I don't think he's gonna win Song of the Year. It's that Album of the Year is probably the one that has is gonna be
Jeopardy.
the decider for me. But I think there's a chance there. I wish I didn't go for. I wish I looked in the freeze and saw Lily Allen there. I don't think I probably had a look, or I would have gone Fred again as well, or Mr. Leg Shashi, however you meant to say that. Leg. Well, I assume it's Legacy, but
Yeah.
that's boring. Um. So yeah, you probably got points here, and I probably haven't.
I mean, look, I personally would say I don't think you're getting points. That doesn't mean we're getting points. Could be one
Could
of
be
the
a,
others.
a clean
Surely,
sweep of
surely
nothing.
Lilian's not getting any of them.
Who
I'd be
knows?
shocked.
We'll see. We'll see. Right, finally, on to the most chaotic part of pretty much every episode, the bonuses. Let me scroll down a little bit. Hopefully you've been watching to understand that the bonuses have changed, and we'll see if anybody has gone for anything interesting. Reveal them all. Okay, cool. I mean, let's start with Dizzy's, because Dizzy hasn't done an episode with the new bonuses before, so we'll help him out by doing his first. He's gone for bonus wages of 2 and 3. Hello, Monty Cat. And his prediction is that Jack Whitehall will bring his dad onto the stage. I mean, let's discuss
I
Eloise, because
struggled to think of a
I don't know.
bonus. Like,
It's a fair enough one. I mean, Eloise, as a big Jack Whitehall fan that you are, how likely do you think this is?
I hope he just doesn't. Just Jack Whitehall just doesn't. He just doesn't exist. Yeah. His dad will be there.
Yes.
His dad will be there, and they will do a thing because he likes to try to get he likes to try to get people to be like, oh look, it's my dad, woo, and that's the only thing that makes him relevant is showing off his dad, as he's not actually that funny. He's just a bloke that has the dad and is also somehow a very well booked actor, which really pisses me off because he's not funny, he's not a good actor, yet he gets booked because my name's Jack Whitehall and I'm fucking posh.
it's an interesting run.
So tell us how you really feel. No, right. For me, I don't know if you agree, Eloise. I don't think this is that likely because of the wording of onto the stage. I feel like the way the Brits are laid out, there's like tables all over the place. I think his dad will be there. I think he'll probably walk up to his table and try and embarrass him, and it'll probably go wrong as it normally does. I don't see why he'd bring him onto the stage. Personally, do you concur with that?
Waste time, to waste everybody's time.
I mean, I don't think the host of the Brits will be encouraging time wasting. I think he's probably going to be.
He'll actively be time wasting because he's the host. It's very very good time to go to the toilet. He starts talking. You can just walk off.
Fair.
I think it's yeah. I don't see why he'd be on the stage.
I think. Yeah. Like I have it. I'd say it falls as unlikely. I don't think
Yeah.
it's. I think it's strong. It's less likely than slightly unlikely, but not as unlikely as very unlikely.
So it's not a 50-50. It's not
No,
a we'll
I,
just double.
yeah. To me, I'd probably say I would use tripling as a base mark. So the 2 would be 6, the 3 would be 9, but we can tweak based on which way we want to send him and what we want to tempt him with. So, do you have strong enough feelings on what's the best carrot to dangle?
Lower, I think.
Lower. So, what about I'm trying to work out the maths on this. What about doing 2-7-3-8, keeping the margins consistent? Because I think that's about as good as you can go without starting to offer less for the higher than the low, which would seem weird. I, I can't tell if Eloise is doing
Yeah.
maths or falling asleep.
No, I was just thinking. I suppose so.
Okay, fine. So Dizzy, you can wager 2 and get 7 back if you win, or you can wager 3 and get 8 back if you win. Which would you like?
2.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
Playing it
You
very
can tell
safe.
I'm incredibly confident in what I think will happen.
No, you're just playing the game how it should be. 2-3 is the meta. It's what I go with. 2-3 is the meta.
Yeah, and you're doing so well on episodes
We
recently.
haven't had any of the results from these. All right. So
Yeah,
none of these new episodes have had results. So we don't know yet.
that's fair. That's fair. I mean, Eloise, you've also gone 2 and 3. You've gone the longest speech will reach over 3 minutes long. Was that somebody else's prediction on the
Nope.
Grammys? Was that your prediction on the
Yep.
Grammys? Okay. Yeah. I mean, right. Dizzy, I think the simple question here is, do you think that it is any more or less likely for this to happen at the Brits than at the Grammys?
Less.
You think it's less likely to happen at the Brits?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just like I feel like I'm gonna check what Eloise got offered for the same prediction, and we can work it from there. If my let's
Depends on the winner, though. Like, if Lily Allen wins, you could see her bloody up there for 5 minutes, you know?
well
Like,
this yes, I don't disagree. Oh, that's good. I didn't make any bloody notes for what the scoring was. That's annoying. All right then. Fine. We've got to work it out manually. Uh,
good.
yeah. Right. Do I think that this is more or less likely than yours? Don't know. I kind of
It depends on winners. That's part of the thing for
yeah.
me. But
It's like yes.
like, if Olivia Dean wins 5, then there's four awards that there's not going to be a long bloody speech, is there? You know. Like,
Yes. Very true. So yeah, I definitely think there are some people who, if they get up there, they're going to talk for ages. Like if Pulp win, for instance, they're probably gonna like put on a concert. Like, but equally, I think we've predicted that a lot of people will be multiple winners, and that reduces the chances. So
It also depends how chatty certain people might be if they're getting more drunk as the evening goes on.
that's fair. Um, I'm almost inclined to just say that yours and Eloise's are pretty similar, because the thing with uh yours is that Michael Whitehall will definitely be there. It just comes down to, does he go on the stage? With Eloise's, there's a chance that this happens if certain people win, but if other people win, there's zero chance of it happening. So I'm like, I veer towards similarly unlikely to yours. Like, are you happy with that, Dizzy?
Yes, I
Okay,
think so.
fine. Then yeah, in which case Eloise will provide the same offer of uh 2 to 7, 3 to 8.
I was hoping for more. I was hoping it was going to more then. I don't like either of the offers, but I suppose 7-2.
Okay, Eloise back to.
Actually, no, 8-3.
Oh, okay.
Just go all out high roller.
Okay, fine.
It's all
Vegas.
out with that 1 point.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Uh, and then mine is a news outlet will reference somebody's use of expletives. I feel like every few years, some like publication will start complaining about, the amount of bleeping in somebody's speech, because, I didn't know what they were saying, and, can we not act with some decorum? It doesn't happen every year, but I'm going with that for this year. The floor is yours to discuss.
I think if Lily Allen won one, it would definitely happen.
Hey,
Um,
how often
but
would this happen? How often does this happen?
I feel like it's a very similar case of like what Eloise has put, where it depends on winners. For
Yeah,
me,
it is winner dependent. Um, so like, if you think, hmm, the only person I could see this maybe applying to is someone like a Lola Young winning. I think would be an interesting acceptance speech. Hmm. I honestly don't know how we scored this because is it more or less likely than ours?
Dizzy's thinking, deep in thought.
I think it's the same.
The same.
I'm not sure. No,
Well, I can tell
no,
you for
it's maybe a
one.
tiny bit less likely because I'm like trying to weigh it up in my head. I'm comparing it to yours because mine is a bit random. Like yours
I
is like I feel like it's more likely in a Brit Awards just generally to see someone do a 3 minute long speech than for someone to be starting to swear so much that you barely know what they've just said because it's been bleeped so much.
But then I raise you the lazy journalism that our country has. We have some very bad publications that will just, oh no, the sky's blue. Like someone's gonna complain about something. If someone is overly sweary in one of their acceptance speeches, the news will. It just depends if someone's overly sweary enough, but that someone will complain about it. Um, Now I can tell you for one thing, I'm not tripling 8 for Z because that's scary points. 8 tripled is scary points that we're willing to give Z. So I think it's more likely to happen than us. It's just I don't know how to score it. 'Cause if we double it,
Z, I'll wager you 1 point and you can get 2 back.
I wagered 4 and 8. You don't get to change my. You don't get to change my wagers.
I mean, there's a spreadsheet. You could change the numbers right here.
It was worth a try.
Um,
Um,
so if we double it, is that unfair? And then so the doubling it will mean that oh, I hate 16 as well. 16, 8, 8 and 4. What do you think oddwise?
You hear Dizzy's cogs whirring from here.
yeah, well, I'm a bit confused.
Okay,
No, well, like, there's part of me that, I don't understand fully, like...
So yeah, it's basically it's we're saying that so if we double it, it's a
seems to be
50-50, but
quite
then
confident that this might happen, that he's
yeah,
I'm
plumping...
I have learnt to keep my face very neutral to prevent Eloise from actively trying to wind me up by making it too making my losses big or making my reward small. I know what she's up to, so I'll sit here and wait.
I don't want to be too unfair, but also don't like giving people too many points. So if we double it, then in theory it's a 50-50 odds. So it's if you win you get double. We've got if you win you get triple. Do we do somewhere in the middle of half and triple, or do we do just kind of
10 and 20.
And then also, do we favor the small? Do we favor the lower bid? Make the lower bid nice, or make the higher bid worse, just to push him lower? Because I don't want him to have huge points. So, let's say 10, 4, 15, 8. Or is that too low? So he'll get 10 points, but if he's wrong, he'll minus 4 points, and then the same with the 15, and then would get minus 8 if wrong.
Okay. I think.
Is that final?
I'm seeing if Dizzy agrees.
I'll go for it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so 10, 4, 15, 8.
Yes.
Okay. I think, I don't know. If I were in your shoes, especially with the fact that, like, I put a lot more difference between my wager values, I feel like I'd be trying to bait me more with big points. You always try and, like, just make sure there's not big points on the table.
Damage limitation.
Fair. You could also ruin me, though, sometimes. Because I do tend to get overexcited with my bonuses.
Could.
I think on this occasion, I think based on your personal wagers, I think your odds are roughly fair. I think it's slightly more likely than your two. So I don't have any issues with that. I think I'm going to go lower this time. I think.
Wow. Only one going higher. I see.
I mean, the new system has clearly ruined Eloise's cautious streak.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Big Vegas, big gambler.
yeah. No, I'll risk 4 to try and gain 10. I think that's reasonable. And so there we have it. That's the end of our Brits episode. The Brits, I believe, are on March the 1st.
No, I think it's the 28th of February.
Uh,
I don't know. It's one
let's
of
scroll
them.
up. You're right,
It's Feb.
28th of February. I knew it was either the last day of a month or the first day of a month. I just got it the wrong way around. So yeah, we will probably have our review episode early to mid-March. I'm sure, Eloise, you'll be tuning in, rooting for Jack Whitehall's hosting all the way.
I will not be watching.
Yeah,
And wet leg.
yeah. Dizzy, I'm sure you will also be watching and waiting with bated breath to find out the best hip hop grime rap act. But yes, until we see you again, kind audience, remember to always be big mystics, not big mistakes.